Hello everyone, this is Martha Lawrence and today we have learned chapter number 7, the British rule. Okay baby, so let's start. First we can see here arrival of the European traders. In earlier times, India was one of the richest lands in the world, and this attracted many foreign rulers and traders to India. Some attract India and took away its wealth. Okay, beta, and others like the Mughals attacked India to rule over it. Next is what India was famous for. India was famous for spices, cotton, silk cloth, muslin, and precious stones such as ruby, emerald. Okay, beta. Precious stones such as ruby and emerald and diamond and pearl. Okay. Look at this spice, cotton, silk, emerald, uh, diamond. This is diamond and pearls. Okay. Next is indigo. Okay. And look at this. This is a indigo color and this is a flower. Okay. This is a flower. And next is look at this trading in India goods. These goods were very much in the demand all over the world, especially in Europe. So traders from all over the world came to India to buy these goods. Okay, beta. Trader. So traders means a businessman who buys at lower cost and sells at a higher cost. Okay, baby. Next is the traders earned a lot of money by selling these goods in other countries. Many Europeans came to India to trade but later became rulers. The British were one of them. Next is reasons why foreigners came to India in the early time. So first is some came for trading and others like the Mughals came to rule and but the British came from for trading but ended of ruling. Okay, so we can see here the European traders in India. The Arabs and the Turks closed the sea and land routes to reach India. The Europeans were forced to pay a lot of money to get the goods from India. So the European countries sent explorers to find other sea routes to reach India. Okay, explorer means people who find out a new place. Okay, in 1498 CE, Vasco da Gama found a new sea route to India. He was from Portugal and he sailed round the Cape of Good Hope and reached Calicut in Kerala. Okay, look at this Vasco da Gama. Okay, next look at this Vasco da Gama's roots. Look at this Portugal and next look at this. Okay, this is this route. Okay, next is Vasco da Gama. He went back with ships full of spices, indigo, textiles and many other special goods from India. The value of goods he carried back was 60 times more than the cost of the entire expeditions to India. Okay, the Portuguese traders wanted more, so they came back to India again and again. Next is they set up trading center at Calicut, Kochi and Konar. Kochi and Kannur. Many of them settled in Goa and captured it. And the next point is the Portuguese became so powerful that ships from other countries had to take their permission before coming to India. Okay, look at this So we can see here some European explorer. Okay, Columbus and Magellan. Magellan. Okay, beta. More European traders. In 17th century, European traders from Holland, now a part of the Netherlands, England, Denmark, and France also came to India for trading. The people from Holland are known as the Dutch. They were the first among the other Europeans, and they came to India in 1602 CE. Okay, beta, and they defeated the Portuguese and settled in Kochi. Okay, beta. Next is the Dutch were forced to leave India when later in British came to India. The British were more powerful than the Dutch, and the Dutch sold their trading center to the British. All these Europeans traders set up there. Okay, beta. All these European traders set up their trading center along the ports of India. Okay. The British and the French became the most powerful European traders in India. Okay, look at this establishment of the British rule. Next, look at this. We can see here settling up trading ports in India. The British set up the English East India Company in 1600 CE in England and came to India. They also went to other countries in Southeast Asia as traders. Okay, the first ship of the company arrived at Surat in Gujarat in 1608 CE. Okay, next is the Mughal Empire. The Mughal Emperor Jahangir gave the right to start factories in Surat in 1615 CE to Sir Thomas Roe of the company. Okay, beta. Look at this next. Next point is the company set up many trading posts along the east and west coasts of India. It built forts or high walls around the trading centers of Madras and Kolkata and Bombay. Okay, and this place soon grew into towns. Okay, so I repeat once again, the company set up many trading posts along the east and west coast of India. It built forts or high walls around the trading center of Madras and Kolkata and Bombay. Okay, beta, and these places soon grew into towns. And the company also raised their own army to protect these trading posts. Okay, look at this. Sir Thomas Roe in front of Emperor Jahangir, and we shall learn about the clever British. The English East India Company took advantage of this disunity among the Indian rulers. Okay, after the death of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb in 1707 CE, many small kingdoms rose up, and this kingdom were always fighting with each other. Okay, beta, and the English East India Company supported one ruler against the other, and in return the company got more land and more money from the rulers. Okay, and look at this. We shall learn about wars with the French. Remember, the French and British were the most powerful European traders. There was a growing competition between the French and British trading companies. Okay, beta, and they tried to throw out each other from India. So the British army and the French trading companies fought three wars in the mid 18th century. The French got defeated, and the British became the most powerful in India. Okay, beta. And look at this Fort William, Kolkata. And next is Plassey. So we shall learn about the Battle of Plassey, 1757 CE. Okay, in 1717 CE, the English East India Company got the right to trade in Bengal without paying any taxes. Okay, but they began to be unfair, and this made Bengal lose a lot of money. The Nawab of Bengal, Sirajuddaulah, protested, and he asked the company to stop unfair practice and destroy the high walls or forts in Bengal. But the company refused. This led to the Battle of Plassey, led by Robert Clive. The Nawab got defeated. This gave the company the right to collect taxes from Bengal. Okay, beta. Look at this Nawab Sirajuddaulah surrounding before Robert Clive. Okay, so we shall learn about the Battle of Buxar, 1764 CE. The Nawab of Bengal and the Nawab of Awadh were both Mughals, and they joined forces and fought against the English East India Company in 1764 at Buxar, now in Bihar. Okay, beta? And the Nawabs got defeated. This made the English East India Company an important ruling power in India. Okay, look at this, the Battle of Buxar, 1764 CE. Next, ruling over India. Okay, so we shall learn about after ruling over India. After this, the company captured many more princely states. They started ruling over most of India. The company made new laws for the country. Many of these laws took away the freedom of the Indians. Okay, beta. And next is the region was the India was divided into many small states. Okay, beta. Sorry, I repeat once again. The reason was that India was divided into many small states. Okay, and these small states did not unite to defeated the British. Okay, the new laws favored the British and were against the interests of the Indians. This made the Indian farmers, weavers, soldiers, and Indian rulers suffer, and they were angry with the British. Okay, beta. And it was this anger of the farmers, weavers, soldiers, and the rulers that led them to rise against the British in the First War of Independence, or the Revolt of 1857. Okay, so why were the farmers unhappy? Hmm? Okay, beta. So first point is the British forced the farmers to sell crops to them at much cheaper price. This is the first point. And next is the British did not allow the farmers to grow wheat and rice. Okay, and next is the farmer were forced to grow cotton and indigo because that was in demand in Britain, and it was required by the textile industry there. Okay, beta. And there came a famine in Bengal. As food grains were not grown, many died in Bengal due to starvation, and starvation conduct, condition of being without food. Starvation means condition of being without food. Okay, beta. And next is, why were the weavers unhappy? Do you know? I tell you. First point, the British used to take away most of the cotton and silk produced in India, and the British used to make clothes in Britain using machines, and these clothes were sold in India at higher cost. Okay beta. And next is the cloth made by Indian weavers by hand was more expensive than the British cloth, so no one was buying the Indian cloth, and this made the weavers poorer. Okay beta. Next is, why were the Indian soldiers unhappy? Okay, so first point, the Indian soldiers were known as sepoys. Okay, and they were made to work hard but paid less salary as compared to the British soldiers. And the Indian sepoys were not given higher posts like the British soldiers, and the Indian sepoy had to load their rifle by tearing the cartridge using their mouth, and the cartridges were grazed using animal fat, and this was against the religion of many of the sepoys. Okay, and next is, why were the Indian rulers unhappy? Many of the Indian rulers lost their kingdom to the British, and this was because of the clever and unfair British laws. The Indian rulers could not keep their one army, and they had to depend on the British army. Okay, beta. So the immediate cause of the First War of Independence, 1857, first is the Enfield rifle was distributed in the British army. Many sepoys believed that the outer covering of cartridge was graced with animal fat. Okay, and the sepoys had to bite open this covering, and this was against the religions of the Indian sepoys. The sepoys refused to use the rifles and were badly punished by the British. So next is, look at this. This is loading the unfilled rifle. This is a rifle. Look at this. This is a cartridge, and this is a paper case and powder and bullet and grease. Okay, so look at this. Soldier had to tear open the end of the cartridge with their teeth, and the grease was look at this, rumored to be derived from beef and pork. Oh no, look at this, how it was loaded. Look at this. Okay, so next, look at this. This is a unfilled rifle. And next, beginning and spread of the war. On 29 March 1857, Mangal Pandey, an Indian sepoy at Barakpur near Kolkata, revolted against the British. He was arrested and hanged. Everyone was upset by this. Okay, beta. And look at this. The soldiers at Meerut revolted on 10 May 1857. Soon the revolt spread to other parts of north and central areas. The farmers, workers, and many Indians rulers also joined the revolt. Yes, baby. And they got united under the last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar to turn the British out of India. Okay, beta. The leaders in other parts of India, different regions get their own leaders. Some of them were, first is Nana Sahab and Tatya Tope, who wanted to free Kanpur. The Queen of Jhansi, Rani Lakshmi Bai, and the Queen of Awadh, Begum Hajrat Mahal, but the British had a much larger army and better weapons, so they were successful in putting down the revolt. Okay, next is Do you know the British helped India by establishing the Indian Postal Service and the Indian Railways? Yes. The Queen of Jhansi, Rani Lakshmi Bai, did not have any children of their own, so they adopted a son. But the British refused to accept the son as eligible to become the next king. Okay, beta, look at this. Oh, end of the chapter. So listen to me carefully, everyone. You have to watch this video once again. Okay, beta, and very carefully. This is a very important and very interesting chapter, really. So bye bye and take care and have a good day, everyone.